Favorite Christmas, really, when I was a little girl, I was 10 years old, my mother bought me this doll called Giggles. And you would take her arms and open and close them, and she'd laugh and laugh. I didn't go anywhere without that doll. For years I had her, yeah. I slept with her, I took a bath with her. We ate together, we did everything together, me and Giggles.
My favorite Christmas memory is when I was a small child, on Christmas Eve. We were headed toward midnight mass at our local Episcopal church, St. Paul's Episcopal Church in Riverside, Connecticut, which was on a steep hill that ended at the Mianus River at the foot of the hill. And it was very icy, very snowy, and my mother was driving and went to park the car on this hill. And as she thought that it was time to get out of the car, it started sliding down the hill on the ice. And suddenly, Santa Claus came out of nowhere and put his hands on the car and pushed it into a parking space.
I remember as a little girl we used to string popcorn for decorations on the trees. And we used to put string cranberries to put on the trees. Our Christmas back then was we had apples and oranges for Christmas. And I remember that my brother and my sister, they had bikes. They got bikes for Christmas. There was 11 of us, so everyone wasn't getting a bike. But we did have dolls and we did have tea sets, and I remember I loved my tea sets because we could sit around and drink imaginary tea in the teacups and things like that. And I love to make angels in the snow. I still do like to make angels in the snow. But some of my best Christmases were with my boys when they were younger. And Christmas Eve, we used to go to church, and we used to have a Christmas Eve service. And at the end of the service, we'd sing Silent Night, and everybody lit candles. And it was the most beautiful thing, I thought, in the world.
I loved it when I was able to cook for Christmas, and all my children were at home, and my husband and I used to get the children's things together for waiting for Santa Claus to come in the middle of the night, and I'd be in the kitchen cooking, and we'd be playing Christmas music, and yeah, the good old days.
The one ones I remember is when I was young, probably about 4 years old. My mother bought me an easy bake oven, and I got to make cakes with it and stuff.
I think when I was, I want to say 10, I got a BMX bike, which was really fun because both my brother and I got one. And we would, we would always see our friends, like go around the neighborhood with one. And we, finally got it, and we were so excited. We wanted to ride it in the house, and then we finally got to go outside, and it was neat because it snowed, and you know, some Christmases it didn't snow, but it snowed, and we got to, you know, kind of ride our bike in the snow and make all these different kind of, you know, we would pedal real hard and then brake, and it was just really fun.
Making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing the sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle bells.
My family, my mother and father, had this tradition where they would purchase the tree like a 2 or 3 day beforehand, but they wouldn't decorate it until the night before Christmas. So when my brother and I woke up in the morning, that was our extra gift, was to see this beautiful 6-foot tree decorated.
It's like a whole box of joy just arrived. And last year, I think they had like tiny elves with them, because I saw something in the police car, and I thought it was a puppy, but then I saw little ears that had like human ears, and I think it was an elf.
And my mother and father gave me the talk. You're going to be a teenager now. Teenagers get different kinds of presents, and you won't get all those toys anymore. Those toys are going to be reserved for your younger brother and younger sister. So I was going to be very adult about being a teenager for Christmas. So Christmas morning comes, and my younger brother, who's probably about 8, opens up all of his presents. He had tons and tons of presents. He opened all of his presents, and then he said, "Is that all?" I was like, damn! And then, of course, I got my presents, and I opened up my first present, which was a Beatles album. And I was so happy. It really is one of the best presents I ever got, because it meant that I was an adult, because I was getting rock and roll music.
Merry Christmas! Happy New Year!
Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year, happy future, happy hearts.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and I hope you enjoy all the gifts that you got and the gifts that you give others.